Shalom, I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us His word. I just want to talk about, that great and terrible day of the Lord, World War III, what's going on over in the Middle East, what's going on over in Europe. So the U.S. reveals, record number of its troops in Poland, So the U.S. is building up, its forces overseas and around the world to this for this Ukraine issue, you which is really the beginning of this World War III, which was prophesied in the scriptures. I got this article, at RT News or RT.com. It was dated May 19th, 2022, entitled U.S. Reveals Record Number of Its Troops in Poland. So the U.S. ambassador of Poland revealed on Thursday that there are 12,600 of America's military personnel in the EU member state at the moment, the largest number in history, as NATO conducts massive exercises on Ukraine's doorstep. Poland and the Baltic states have asked for even more troops, according to documents leaked to the press earlier. I'm very grateful to Poland for hosting so many American troops on its territory. At the moment, 12,600 soldiers are on the territory of the Polish Republic. This is more than ever before in history. Polish media quoted Ambassador Mark Brzezinski as saying on Thursday during his visit to NATO's Defender Europe 22 military exercises. The Polish military described the exercise as a test of rapid movement of troops and equipment. It said on Thursday that troops from NATO countries have already practiced rail and road transport, as well as forcing water obstacles. The U.S. does not have a permanent military base in Poland, though Warsaw has long lobbied for one in an effort to woo the previous president. The Poles have even proposed to call it Fort Trump. There are currently around 100,000 U.S. troops in Europe. A number of NATO members have also dispatched their soldiers to the alliance's eastern flank, which runs from Estonia to Romania, after Moscow sent troops into Ukraine in February. Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia have recently asked NATO to permanently station around 6,000 troops on the territory of each country and have a 20,000 strong contingent ready to deploy in case of a Russian attack, according to a confidential proposal obtained by the U.S. By the Washington Post earlier this week. Poland is currently serving as NATO's main logistics base for supplying weapons and other military aid to Ukraine. Warsaw has also sent Kiev over 200 tanks, as well as artillery, fighter jets, drones, and ammunition. So, Poland is grateful to have these U.S. troops over there, because they know that, that Russian attack is coming, ultimately, that World War III. But, it's all prophecy. First scriptures are Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, and let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Seeing that, let all the mighty men come near. Wake up the mighty men. That's what they're doing with all these joint exercises and military drills. These exercises that they're doing. Test of rapid movement of troops and equipment. They're all preparing. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For I will sit and judge all the heathen round about. Yeah, the valley of Yahweh's judgment over there, really in the Middle East, where this World War III is going to take place. Put ye in the sickle and harvest, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wicked is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Yeah, the day of the Lord. And the nuclear missiles drop. So the Most High is gathering these nations together, slowly but surely. For that valley of decision. In the Middle East, the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh's judgment. To release, he's gathering these nations so he can release his judgment, Next scripture is Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Yeah, this war is coming up. So in the ancient world, ancient times, the wars were fought with men, a bunch of men on one side, a bunch of men on the other. They all screaming, yelling, with swords, stabbing everybody. But this particular war is to be fought with fuel of fire and burning, These tanks, fighter jets, ultimately the missiles that are touching down, So, this World War III is prophesied throughout the scriptures, man. We're seeing it playing out now. The last scripture is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. It hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Yeah, that's how bad it's going to be, man. And the Most High, releases his anger. The mighty men are going to cry bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and the flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Yeah, so all these elites, the rich, the elites are going to escape because they'll be the first ones going to slavery. But, all these ones here in America, they got money, so-called rich, their gold's not going to be able to deliver them. Their money's not going to be able to get them out of the situation that the Most High is going to put them in. It says neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. The missiles are not going to be able to escape these missiles, man. For the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. All of America, the 10th part of the city fell. All of America is going to be, devoured by the fire of his jealousy, as the scriptures say. So I just wanted to bring out this article about the record number of U.S. troops in Poland. They're building up their troops, as the scriptures say. They're preparing for war. Mighty men are waking up, troops, so you just gotta watch as well as pray, man, for these final prophecies, the MOTB, ultimately this World War III. With that, shalom.